Good evening, everybody. The first question is about nationality of a writer. Edward Lear is a British author born on 12th May 1812 in London. That is clear. So coming to the next question, he is better than any other person for the post. So better than means it is in comparative degree. Now the writer wants us to convert that sentence into superlative degree. So this is a normal model. I mean, general model is better than any other. So we can change it into superlative degree. He is the best man. Better man, the best man for the job or post. Next one is a question about direct indirect speech. Would you open the window? Would you get me a ticket for me? Would you reserve a ticket for me? She said. So these kind of requests are common. And how can we change them into indirect speech? She requested me. She said me requested enduku chestunnamanటే would you open the window is a form of request, polite request. So a said అనేటువంటి రిపోర్టింగ్ వర్బ్ ని she requested me. అది మీ ఎందుకు రాయాలి సార్ అక్కడ అంటే వుడ్ యూ. సో రిక్వెస్ట్ ఈజ్ అడ్రస్డ్ బై ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ టు సెకండ్ పర్సన్. సో she requested me is the right expression to open the door. She requested me to reserve a ticket for me. She requested me to bring my books to college, like this. Next one is police said to the thief, don't move. See, police said means that is said is the reporting verb that is called. The police ordered the thief. So whatever the police say is equal to order. The police ordered the thief not to move. That's right. Don't move is changed to not to move. Next is content question. Ruskin Bond's first novel, The Room on the Roof. And now next question is about order of adjectives. Ornament, a pink, disgusting, plastic. And another today's test, she saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man. That's the right answer. But for these two questions, we need to give explanation. That is, what is the right order of adjectives? The order of adjectives is as follows. Adjectives యొక్క ఆర్డర్ ఎలా ఉండాలి చూడండి ఒకసారి. సైజ్, general description, age, shape, color, material, then origin, finally purpose. Once again, what is the order of adjectives? See, our adjective is generally placed before noun to describe its size or general description, its which that particular article is made, origin, and then purpose. So this is we can remember it. You are adding the first letters of this order of adjectives. Size అంటే fine, దాని యొక్క size ఏదైనా కూడా. Next, general description, love, like this, lovely, etc. Yes, middle aged ఉంది చూడండి మనకి middle aged. Shape, ఏ shape లో ఉంది, కలర్ తెలుసు మీకు, మెటీరియల్ దేని తయారు చేయబడింది, అండ్ ఆరిజిన్ దాని యొక్క పుట్టుక, దెన్ పర్పస్ ఏ ఉద్దేశం కోసం తయారు చేయబడింది. సో దీస్ టూ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆర్ కవర్డ్. ఇఫ్ వి రిమెంబర్ ది ఆర్డర్ ఆఫ్ అడ్జెక్టివ్స్, and all the adjectives, entire order is not covered. Only a few adjectives are given. If we remember the order of adjectives, we can answer that question, such questions right. Next question is, the boy pleaded that he had not stolen. This is a question in indirect speech. Pleaded means వాదించుట, అబ్బాయి. సో దానికి డైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది? The boy said, I have not stolen the book. I have not stolen the material. I have not stolen gold, like that. So I have not stolen, have not become, have not became, had not. So the respective present respective tense is changed into respective past tense. నేను ఇంకోసారి చెప్తానమ్మా. When we change a sentence from direct speech into indirect speech, sentence within the inverted commas is changed into respective past tense. Let me give example and explanation. For example, present simple లో ఉంటే కొన్ని సమయాల్లో తప్ప, అంటే కొన్ని ప్రావర్బ్స్, జనరల్ ట్రూత్స్ లో తప్ప, దట్ any present simple tense generally is changed into past simple tense. Present simple continuous changed into past simple continuous. Present perfect changed into past perfect tense. ఒక్కోసారి కొన్ని మినహాయింపులు, ఎగ్జామ్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. They need separate explanation. So what should you remember? Certain tense is changed into its respective past tense. ప్రతి ఒక్క టెన్స్ కి పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ ఉంటుంది. Who translated the snake and mirror into English? So this is Vaikum Muhammad Bashir, a famous Malayali writer and also freedom fighter. See, then identify positive degree. Roja is not as tall as Geeta. That is right answer from the given options. Once again, Roja is not as tall as Geeta. And another question is also on content. What is the full name of Mr. R.K. Narayan, famous Indian English novelist? So his full name is as follows. So this is not in your options. Please once again listen to me and also observe it. Rasipuram Krishna Swami, RK, means Ayyar Narayana Swami. So he is shortened as Narayan. So full name is Rasipuram Krishna Swami Ayyar Narayana Swami. Next. Where do you live? Asked the stranger. See, this is in direct speech, and we need to change it into indirect speech. The stranger asked me. The stranger asked where I lived. The stranger asked where I lived is the right answer. Next, Puru, our great emperor. Puru is braver than most other kings in the world. Another question. And we are asked to change the sentence into superlative degree. Puru is one of the bravest kings in the world. ఎందుకు అక్కడ అంటే braver than most other అనేటువంటి ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి one of the అని మనం రాయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. Next, we should remember these kind of explanations. If you want, I will give a clear explanation. For example, ఇక్కడ పాజిటివ్ డిగ్రీలో నో అదర్ వచ్చినప్పుడు కంపారిటివ్ డిగ్రీలో దాన్ ఎనీ అదర్ వస్తుంది. అది గుర్తుంచుకోవాలి. సూపర్లేటివ్ డిగ్రీలో For example, Rafi is as lazy. Rafi is as lazy as. So I will give one more example. So this is a huge topic. I will discuss it separately because it requires only one example. Such example is given. I will give more explanation about these structures, what to use and when to use certain structures. As far as this is concerned, as far as this one is concerned, most other వచ్చినప్పుడు one of the అని వస్తుంది అనమాట. నెక్స్ట్ rose is the most attractive flower. So write it into, put it into positive degree. Some flowers are at least as attractive as rose. ఎందుకు at least వచ్చింది అంటే not వచ్చింది కాబట్టి. Rose is not the most attractive flower. So ఇలా వచ్చినప్పుడు not వచ్చినప్పుడు at least వస్తుంది. We should remember. So it is a huge and some rather confusing topic, and I shall give you different structures regarding different sentences while changing from direct speech into indirect, from one degree to another degree. I was surprised to receive a retriever. So this is also adjectives order. The right one here is cute little old 8-week golden retriever. So this is also based on the questions, I mean explanation I order of adjectives, size, I mean origin, and answer the questions. Next is about top. What is the comparative degree for top? See, top, first of all, top is an adjective that is not comparable. We should note it. And we can use it an adjective in the following manner. How can we use it as adjective? He is a top player, he is a top lawyer, like that. Next, adverb కూడా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఎలా అంటే she came top in her engineering examination, engineering entrance. She came top in her English examination. She came top. It's a very important sentence. She came top. We are under the impression that it is an adjective, or it is also used as a verb. He topped the selection list in the state. He topped the selection list in the state. ఎంపిక జాబితాలో మొదటి స్థానాన్ని ఆక్రమించినాడు రాష్ట్రంలో అనే అర్థంతో ఉపయోగించినప్పుడు ఆ విధంగా వర్బ్ వస్తుంది. హూ కెన్ టాప్ ద లిస్ట్, హూ కెన్ టాప్ ద క్లాస్, అలాంటి వచ్చినప్పుడు అది వర్బ్. షీ కేమ్ టాప్ ఇన్ హర్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఎగ్జామ్ అని వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆ సెంటెన్స్ లో అది అడ్వర్బ్. నెక్స్ట్, హీ ఈజ్ ఎ టాప్ ప్లేయర్, ఈజ్ ఎ class player, and so remember the different use of top. At the same time, it is not comparable like monosyllabic adjectives like big, bigger, biggest, ala radanamata. Top and that's all. That cannot be changed as far as all dictionaries, standard dictionaries are concerned. Next, coming to, he told the boy not to sit here. So the option is also don't sit here, he said to the boy. ఇక్కడ హియర్ ఆప్షన్ లో ఇచ్చారు కాబట్టి హియర్ ని దేర్ గా అడగాలి కదా సార్ అంటే కన్ఫ్యూజన్ కోసం అలా ఇస్తారు. మామూలుగా హియర్ ఇచ్చి దేర్ గానే మనం చేంజ్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి డోంట్ సిట్ హియర్, he said to the boy. మనం జనరలీ ఇఫ్ హియర్ ఈస్ గివెన్ ఇన్ ద క్వశ్చన్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆటోమేటికలీ చేంజ్ టు దేర్. డోంట్ సిట్ దేర్. So that is the right answer actually, but as option is don't sit here, and we have also changed it as it is. So that's very simple. thing that can easily be done. Next, Telugu is one of the most beautiful languages in literature, in world literature. You can take any compliment. Now, most beautiful వచ్చింది కాబట్టి తెలుగు is more beautiful than any other. ఇక్కడ తెలుగు is one of the, తెలుగు is one of the వచ్చినప్పుడు more beautiful. That's why I said at question number 12, while I was explaining, I will give you a separate class on different structures with regard to degrees of comparison. What has to be used when it comes in a particular degree. So I will give you a separate class, so definitely. Then if I give you generally you get confused with all these explanations. If I give a separate class, you remember it. Then Telugu is one of the most beautiful languages in world literature. Let it be a sentence. Now, Telugu is more beautiful. See, this is one of the vachinappudu we can write like this: Telugu is more beautiful than any other languages in world literature. So that is right answer. So like this, one of the most beautiful girls in the class, one of the most handsome boys in the class. See, like this kind of sentences are given. Certain structures are to be used, certain words are used or have to be used. I will explain them. That's what I am saying. I will give a special class on it. Next, I ordered the servant to do what he was told. So this is in indirect speech. And how it has to be changed into direct speech? See, he ordered the servant to do as you are told. See, he ordered the servant to do as you are told. So you are told is changed to he was told. So that's matching. Means that sentence is changed to respective past tense. I mean, so this is you are told. It is in present simple tense. That present simple tense is changed to past simple tense. He was told. That's right. Then choosing descriptive adjectives. See here, blue is a descriptive adjective, and blue sky, blue frock, blue dress, like that. The men in blue, like this. And coming to the next question, French is easier than Sanskrit. So that is the question. So easier than, this is in what? So this is in comparative degree. And we need to change it into positive degree. Sanskrit is not so easy as French. Sanskrit is not so easy as French. Next is also about same degrees of comparison. Question is on degrees of comparison. Very few newspapers are as good as the Hindu, and this is as good as the Hindu. See, the question is in very few newspapers are as good as Hindu. See, we need to change it into comparative degree. Yes, Hindu is better than most other newspapers. Hindu is better than most other newspapers. So very few vachinappudu better than most other ani ravali. So I have been saying that, I have been explaining that there are certain structures that have to be used when particular structure is used in particular sentence with regard to degrees of comparison. Then we need to change it into a particular sentence, like very few అని వచ్చినప్పుడు most other అని రావాల్సి ఉంది. She said to the girl, did you do that? See, see, she asked the girl, if she had done that. See, actually, did you do that? Already completed action kabatti అది రిలేటివ్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ లో పాస్ట్ యాక్షన్ కాబట్టి అంటే డిడ్ యూ డూ దట్ అడిగేటప్పటికే పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ కాబట్టి దట్ టు ఇట్ వాస్ చేంజ్డ్ టు పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్. పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్. ఇఫ్ ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేశారంటే ఎస్ నో టైప్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అంటే బీ ఫార్మ్స్, డూ ఫార్మ్స్, హ్యావ్ ఫార్మ్స్ తో మొదలయ్యేటువంటి ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ ని వీటికి ఎక్కువగా ఎస్ నో రెస్పాన్స్ వస్తుంటుంది కాబట్టి వీటిని ఎస్ నో టైప్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అంటారు. When these kind of questions appear in direct speech in inverted commas as in our language, they are put into indirect speech, connecting them with if తోనో వీటిని కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాం. అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. సో ఇఫ్ ఈ కనెక్టర్స్ కూడా చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. నెక్స్ట్, everybody said how well she sings. Everybody said how well she sings. So this is an exclamatory sentence and we need to change it into indirect speech. And how to change it to indirect speech? Let us see. Everybody exclaimed. See, everybody exclaimed. See, how to change such exclamatory sentences using different reporting verbs. For example, he said, alas, I am undone, means I am finished. See, exclaimed వస్తుంది అక్కడ కూడా. Ali said, how clever I am. So when we say something pleasantly, joyfully, happily, we use exclaim. And in some cases, when we refer to their bravery and their excellent work, he said, bravo, you have done well and you have hit a good six. He applauded him, means praising him, clapped him ani artham. So when different structures we come across in these kind of sentences, we use different reporting verbs. Only 2 or 3 different reporting verbs are there. And that's not difficult to remember. Then he said, may you live long, may you live long. So these kind of sentences are called optative sentences. So these sentences, when they are changed, generally we use prayed. See, prayed. He prayed that my life may be longer. See, we are explaining it. There is no, relationship between, there is no clear relationship. Means, may your life long. See, may be longer. Means we interpret it, we explain it, we extend the sentence. We also change reporting verb said into prayed. That's the difference in these kind of sentences. And using reporting verb indirect speech like change చేసినప్పుడు డైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్ లో ఇచ్చినటువంటి సెడ్ కానీ అలాంటి వాటిని కొన్ని మనం చేంజ్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఈ ఎక్స్క్లమేటరీ సెంటెన్సెస్ లాగా ఇవి ఎక్స్క్లమేటరీ సెంటెన్స్ కాదు, ఇది ఆప్టేటివ్ సెంటెన్స్ అంటారు. ఇట్లాంటి బ్లెస్సింగ్స్ ఇలాంటి వాటి. నెక్స్ట్, I said to him, why are you working so hard? I said to him, why are you working so hard? So since it is a question, common reporting verb in case of changing questions from direct speech into indirect speech is asked. I asked him why he was working so hard. Sir, దీంట్లో if రాలేదు కదా సార్ అంటే, when we change interrogative questions beginning with the interrogative words, WH words, the same WHO word is used as a linker. In the place of that, in the place of if, and in the place of to, in the place of whether. So ఈ లింకర్స్ అన్నిట్లోనూ WH క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు WH క్వశ్చన్ సంబంధించినటువంటి ఆ WH వర్డే వాడతాం, క్వశ్చన్ వర్డ్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. కాబట్టి లెట్ మీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ అండ్ లెట్ మీ రిపీట్ ఆన్సర్. See, I asked him why he was working so hard. Coming to the next question, where do you live? Asked the stranger. So this is also in direct speech. We have to change it into indirect speech. The stranger asked where I lived. That's the right option and right answer as well. Next, my teacher said that a bad carpenter fights with his tools. No error. So the sentence is divided into 4 parts, and we are asked to locate any part that contains a mistake. Actually, this sentence doesn't contain any error, so D is the right option. Now, generally, this is given like this. My teacher said that a bad carpenter blames his tools. So that's also same, means it carries same meaning. Coming to the next question, he ordered to be quiet. So this is indirect speech. See, I said just now about linkers or connectors in indirect speech. When we change sentences from direct speech into indirect speech, we use certain linkers like common linker, that, common connector, I mean conjunction, that, and for yes/no type questions we use if, and for WH questions we use the same linker, and we use to when we change requests, orders, commands, general instructions like that. Be quiet. He ordered be quiet. That's the answer. I mean indirect speech. What is the direct speech question? Direct speech, we need to write. He said be quiet, be silent, like that. And next one is whose speech is considered gospel of dreams. So this is also a content-based question. Chief seated. Here, gospel means what God spells. So God spell word has been shortened as gospel. So gospel of greens. Next, Martin Luther King refers his speech, I have a dream. I have a dream, and it was made, the speech was made in 1963. In 1963. So this is about the question paper, and I have reviewed, and except for degrees of comparison, because that's a separate chapter. See, I will give some hints regarding the degrees of comparison in another class, definitely, especially. Then you can easily understand how to change given sentences from one degree to another. Okay, Sohail, any other questions? Sohail?
లేవు సార్, నాకైతే లేవు సార్. ఎవరికైనా ఉంటే అడగమని చెప్పండి సార్ ఒకసారి.
డైరెక్ట్ రిలేటెడ్ స్పీచ్ మరి ఎప్పుడైనా చెప్తాను నేను. ఇది కాదు, డిగ్రీస్ ఆఫ్ కంపారిజన్ కొంచెం బిగ్ సబ్జెక్ట్, ఎందుకంటే ఒక స్ట్రక్చర్ చెప్తే ఇంకోటి మర్చిపోతారు.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, ఎండ్ చేద్దామా?
ఓకే సార్, ఎండ్ చేద్దాం. ఓకే సార్,
క్లోజ్ ఇట్.